Good evening, everyone. This is BremSter, and tonight I'm coming to you with a puzzle by Awesomesauce called Multiball. This puzzle was sent in using my submission guidelines about a week or so ago. I've actually had a few that were sent in when I last did my Everyone I Need Puzzles push, and I'm getting through the queue. I've still got probably about a week's worth and a few other things that I'm working on, so I think I'm okay for now. Though if you have puzzles at any time, please submit them. If it's a puzzle you've created, if it's a puzzle that you want to recommend, my submission guidelines, I try and throw a link above in every video, and they're always linked to below as well, because I'm always interested in getting puzzles. If you're a new setter, please send me what you've got. I'm always interested in showcasing new setters and what they're playing with, even if you think it's not very good. Why not? Like, the more people who solve your puzzles, the more feedback you'll get, and the better you'll be. It doesn't matter. Most criticism, almost all criticism I've seen in this community has been constructive. So, yeah, get your stuff out there. To me. So yeah, please feel free to submit puzzles. I don't think my submission guidelines are too hard. A lot of people are happy with them, and I will try and provide feedback. A lot of puzzles I don't do, and I do communicate with the setters on that. So people seem to be happy. I also want to thank Awesomesauce for being someone who this month subscribed to my Patreon. On my Patreon, I do things like some puzzle previews and stuff, but all of the puzzles that I release as previews to my patrons will come out for free. And in fact, I've started doing that on my BremSter's Unpublished Puzzle Videos playlist. So I've got a playlist which you can find through the playlist section of my channel, where I've been releasing videos of my own puzzles. And a lot of the puzzles that I have been releasing as Patreon previews are coming out free for everyone now as videos. So you can go to there and click on it, get the puzzle, and try and solve the puzzle. So the stuff that they're getting in advance is only by sort of maybe a few weeks or maybe a month or so. So all of those are coming out. Everything that is on my Patreon page is for free. All of the packs I post there and everything, except for some previews, which is just a preview. All of that stuff will come for free. So I don't insist that anyone sign up to my Patreon. There will be no content hidden behind my Patreon for very long. There is no Patreon exclusive content. So yeah, but if you wish to join my Patreon, like Awesomesauce did and many other people, thank you. But there's no requirement to do so. What else? That's really it. Race for 37 is going on. Details are in many videos. Let's have a look at the puzzle, shall we? So, Multiball by Awesomesauce. So I like this puzzle because, I mean, I haven't even done it yet, and I think I'm going to like it because it uses the Quadruples constraint and Lockout Lines, which are things that I love. But let's go through it. So, normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have the Quadruples constraint, which are these circles, and it means that in any digits that appear in a circle must appear at least once in the cells touching that circle. So in these 4 cells, we must have a 3, a 5, a 6, and a 9. In these 4 cells, we must have a 1, a 5, a 3, and a 7. I like quadruples because the first big pack I released on my channel was March of the Quads. So we learnt a lot doing that pack. The next constraint is another one of my favorites that I don't see anywhere not often enough: lockout lines. I am not as great at lockout lines as I was when I did puzzles of using them every week, but we'll see how we go. I have a lockout line calculator linked to on my Patreon. It's the very first post, available to everyone for free. It's one of the things in my killer calculator spreadsheet. So lockout lines, digits. So lockout lines are hard to explain. So I'll just read it out. Digits on diamonds in lockout lines must differ by at least 4 or more. And the digits on the line between the diamonds must fall outside the range of that diamond. So digits can repeat if allowed by other rules. So those digits could be the same on the line. So what does that mean? That means, for example, using this line, if this was a 3, this would have to be at least 4 apart. So it could be a 7. And now these would have to fall outside the bounds of the 3 and the 7. So they couldn't include 3 and 7, and they couldn't be 4, 5, or 6, because those would be between, not outside. So the only digits you could put on those lines would be 1, 2, 8, and 9. And that's how this lockout line would be able to be filled. I don't know that this is the case with this one, but they would be the way they limited. Of course, if this went up to an 8, that would still be 4 or more, but it would take 8 off the line, and this would be limited to 1, 2, and 9 because they are the only digits that are outside the bounds. When there is a diamond chain like this, each diamond terminates a segment of the line. Which is the case here as well. So this is one lockout line. This is a different lockout line. They just share that diamond. That's how it works. Let's give this a shot. So these quads are screaming out to me. So this is a 3, 5, 6, 9 quad. So 3, 5, 6, and 9 have to appear in there. I'm absolutely going to mark those because I don't mind. 3 has to go along here. And it can't go there because this is a 4, 5, 6, 7 quad. Now the 5 is in one of those 3 because it can't go there. The 6 is in one of those 3. So this is only 4 or 7. And the reason 3 had to be in here is in this box, 3 is in one of those 4. In this box, 3 is in one of those 4. Actually, 5 has to be in one of those 2 for the same reason. But 3 has to be here, 3 has to be here, so I can't put 3s in those. So they are restricted to these cells in the row. 5 is restricted in the same way. Can't go there, can't go there, so they have to go in here, but in this box they have to go there. Oh, this is a 2, 6 pair, and this is a 3, 9 pair, because 2 and 6 have to go in those cells, but they also have to go only in those cells. They can't go there, so they must go there. So this is 2, 6, this is 3, 9. That takes 6 out of there. 6 and 6. So 6 is up there. 6 and 6, so 6 is up there. This isn't getting me as far as I would like. 2 and 6 must be down here because 2 can't go in those cells because in these rows, this one's not as clear because this crosses a boundary, but in these rows, these 2 rows here, the 2 and 6 are taken up in those quads. There'd be 1, 2 and 1, 6 and they're fully taken up. So I can't put a 2 or a 6 in any of those cells. So they in this box, they are forced down there. 7 can't go there, neither can 6. So this is 4 or 5. Because the 6 and the 7 have to go here. The lockout lines have got to come into play. I'm just milking the quads for everything they're worth. So, let's look at this. 6 on a lockout line is incredibly restrictive because in order to put, I don't think that can be a 6. I don't think either of these can be a 6 because if you think about a lockout line, the first thing is you can never put a 5 on the line of a lockout line because in order to have digits that are 4 apart, 1 to 5 works and everything. But while you can do 4 apart on either side of a 5, or you can include a 5, if you want 5 to be outside the bound, you must start lower and then go down. So 4, and then when you go 4 down, you hit 0. And if you go 6, you need to go up because you need to keep the 5 outside the bound. You hit 10. So 5 can never go on a line. But when you think about 6, you can start at 5, and then you have to go down to 1. So the only possibility to have a 6 on a line is with 5, 1. So you need a 1, 5 in the diamonds, but I can't put 1 or 5 into either of these diamonds because they have to go in the quad. So I don't think either of those can be 6s, and that has to be. This has to be 4 apart. It has to go down. So this has to be a 1 or a 2. And these are all 1, 7, 8, 9. And if this is a 2, this can be a 1. And if this is a 1, these are only 7, 8, 9. Now, I have to put a 6 in here, plus a 7 and a 9. But that's not yet restricted enough. 6 now can't go in any of those 3 cells. That is a 6. That is a 5. That is a 3. Wow. That is beautiful. And this is 4, 5, and 7. That's a triple. I'll mark that. That's very cool. Oh, this can't be a 1. This is a 2, and this is 1, 7, 8, 9, because I had the 1 had to go up here. So that is very, very cool. Très cool. So I'm worried about this line now. As in, I fear for its safety. Is it going to be very broken if I'm not careful? So if this is 5, this is 1 or 9, and these are either all high or all low, and I don't think they can be all high. So if this is 5, this is 9, and it can't be. So this cannot be 5. Sorry, if this is 5, this is 1, these all become high, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I would have 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 7, 8, 9, 1, 6, 7, 8, 9 broken. So this could not be 5. If this is 4, this would be 8 or 9, but then I can start including low digits. If this is 7, this is 1, 2, or 3. This doesn't seem anywhere near as powerful. But this is the 4, 7 pair. This is the 5 now. This is a 4, 7 pair. I need to put an 8 in one of those two. Hang on, this is an 8, 9 pair because I've got a 6 in there. So there's no 9 in those. There's no 5. Don't do that wrong. This is an 8, 9 pair. There is no 9 in those. And now I've got that. Okay. Don't get that wrong. These are interesting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 9. But I can't put 9 in there. So this is a 1, 4, 7. No, I've broken it. I have broken it. I have completely broken it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Right. So there's no 9 in there. This is 1, 4, 7, 8. There must be a 9 in here. There's no 1 in here. So 1 must be in one of those two. There's no 7 in here. So 7 must be in one of these 3. That feels weird to me. But I can't see. This 3, 9 is looking up. That's 8 and that's 9, and I've had that for a while, which puts 9 somewhere down here in one of those two. This feels weird to me. If this is 1, this is 7, and these would all have to be out of 8 and 9. That's not going to work. This is not 1. If this is 4, there's no possible thing that is 4 away. If this is 7, there's no possible. This is 8. This is 4. That's very cool. I like it when lockout lines work really, really tightly. So this is 7 now, and this is 1. So these are 4 and 9. But I know what these are. These are 1, 2, 3, and 9. That can't be a 9 or a 3. These can't be 1 because the 1 needs to go in here. 1 can't go in here. So 1 is in one of those two, which means that is a 1. Huh. There's no 2 there. This is a 3, 5, 9 triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is an 8. This is very weird. I like it a lot. So this is a high digit because it has to be at least 4 away. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not 8. I'm not sure. If this was 5, these would be 2 and 3, and these would all be broken. So this is not 5. If this is 6, then these would be 2, 3, and 5, because I can't use 4. Which does give me room for these to be filled. No, hang on, I did that backwards. If this is 5, these are high, and I've got heaps of room. If this is 9, it's broken. If this is 9, it's broken because there's nothing locked out. If this is 7, this is 8 and 9, and that doesn't work. If this is 6, this is 7, 8, 9. So to be 7, 9, these would be 3, 2, and 1, and that would be okay. So this is 5 or 6. Pay attention. Lockout lines and between lines are different. They look different, they act different, and they break my brain different. Okay. This now is interesting because this has to be at least 4 away from 5 or 4 away from 6. So if it's 4 away from 5, it's 1 or 9. And it can't be 1 because 1 is in here. So if it's 4 away from 5, it's 9. If it's 4 away from 6, it's 2 only. Because I could do 1, 2, or only 1 or 2. So this is 2 or 9. Now, 4 away from 2 or 9, 6. So I could go 6, 2, 6. Wait a minute, this can't be 2 because 2's in the box. This is the 9, which means this is the 5. And this is the 2, and this is the 6. That is nice usage of lockout. These are now 7 and 9, 6, 7, and 9, except I can't put the 6 there. One, 6, 7, 8. That's not quite done. Where does 4 goes in one of those? Could put 4 there with 9, I suppose. Meaning this would have to be 1, 2, or 3. It's possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, those are still possible to be lots of stuff. 5 in here. I need to put a 1 and a 6 in here. Yeah, still options. Like one of those two is 6. Except one of those two is 6. So that's not the 6. That is the 6. Which means one of those two is 7. There's no 9 there, so this is the 9 now. And that is a 9. There is no 9 in here. This is 3, 2, 1, and 7. This is 2. There is no 1 on this line. This is a 7, 8, 9. So this is 4 and 5. Oh, this is so clever. This can't be a 4 anymore because 4 is not 4 away from either of those. That's the 9 and that's the 4. Either of those is possible. Now, 9, 5 makes this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9, 4 makes this 1, 2, 3. It can't be 2 or 4, so this is 1 or 3, which works with either of those. There's no 9 in there. These are 1, 3, 7, 8. Looks like these are 1, 3, 7, 8. That's not 3. Or 7, because 7 has to go down here. There's no 7 there. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 4, 7. Well, there's no 7 there. There's no 1 there. There's no 4 there. That's the 7. Because I couldn't put 1 there because it sees 1, and I couldn't put 4 there because the 4 is over here. 7 is not in those, so 7 is in one of those two. This is 3, 4, 5, 6 and must contain a 4. Can't put a 6 down the bottom because of the way the... Oh, actually, I can't put a 6 in either of those. So there is a 6 up there, which I already had from the 3, 5, 6. Actually, this is 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is 2 and 4. Actually, so I know what these are. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 7, and 8. There's no 7 down here. So because these are 3, 7, and 8, there is no 3 in here. This is a 4, 5 pair. 5 comes out of there, 5 goes into there, and this is a 3, 6. Ta-da! Okay. This is good fun. I like puzzles like this, he says before he crashes and burns in a smouldering wreck of Sudoku heapage ruinish terror. 2 goes in there, 6 goes in there. Okay, if this is a 4, this has to be 4 different. 4 different from 4 is either 8 or 9. So this is 1, 8, or 9. And it's not 8, so it's 1 or 9. Which allows almost anything on this line. So these are 1, 3, 5, and 7. So I can tell what these two are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are 6 and 8. So 6 is not down here. 6 and 8 is actually resolved. 6 and 8, which makes this 3, 3, and this 6. 1, 3, 5, 7. There's no 3 down here. There's no 5 down here. So there's no 1, 7 up here. This 1, 7 means this is 2, 4. This is a very fun puzzle. So what am I missing here? 1, 2, 4, and 7. So 7s are lining up here and here, which means I have to put 7 in this column. Good thing I already have. 4 has to go in here, but it doesn't have to go in here. I need to do something cleverer. Is it this lockout line? I don't see yet. Oh, I haven't put a 6 on this quadruple clue. That is a 6. So that is not a 6. That is a 6. So 6, I need to put a 7 on this quadruple clue. That is the 7 and that is the 9. Right, this is now 9, so this is still 4 or 5. But I've put some extra stuff in. This is the 7. This is not the 7. Extra stuff. Stuff is good. One of these is a 5, because I haven't put a 5 in this column yet. Or, you know, by Sudoku. That's a 1, 3, 8 triple. That is a 7. There are no 7s in here. This is an 8, 9 pair. Now that, if this is a 4, these are from 1, 2, and 3. So these are from 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no other possibility for them, because best case, this is a 5 and these are 1, 2, 3, 4. If this is a 4, these are just 1, 2, 3. I can't put a 4 there anyway because of that 4. These are 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a 5 no matter what by Sudoku. Just pay attention to your Sudoku. And now this line is basically done. 2 and 3 have to go in here. So this is a 1. This is an 8. This is not an 8. This is a 4. This is a 1. There is no 1 in here, which I got from as soon as I got the box up here. This is a 3. This is now a known triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, and 8. Now, 2 has to go on this quad. It can't go there anymore because of the fact that it has to go down here. Can't go there because of that, and it can't go there because it's off the quad. This is a 2. This has to be now 4 because it's the only place I can put it. So this becomes the 5. This is a very clever use of quads. I like it a lot. This is 4 and 5. Who created this? Awesomesauce. Of course it's good. This is 2, not 2, not 2, not 2. 3 and 9. Awesomesauce is an amazing solver and a very good setter. 1. This makes this 7 and 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 go over here. This can't be 5, so this is the 5, which makes this 3 and this 5. This is not 3. This is 7 because of the 8 in the column, so this is 8. There is no 8 here, so we've got 3 and 7. More stuff. 4, 2, 1. The 2 makes this 4 and 2. Much more stuff. Okay, so this is a 4, so there's no 4 in those, and that was because of that 2. And now I need to resolve all of this. So this is 1, 3, 4, and 8. This can't be 1 or 8. So this is 2, 3, 4 in the column, and it can't be 3 or 4. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4. There's no 4 in there. This is 2. This is 1, 3, 8. So 3 is in here. There's no 1 in here anymore. So this is the 1. This is the 8. So that 3, 8 pair means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9 go in there. The 6 makes this the 9 and this the 6. The 9 makes this the 8 and this the 9, which makes this the 8 and this the 3. And that completes the puzzle. Did I really just do that in 20 minutes? Cool. That was a lot of fun. I really like Lockout Lines and Quadruple clues. I've spent a lot of time on them. Maybe it was easier than it felt, but I just had a lot of fun. I was putting numbers into the grid, and let's face it, that's what we are here to do. Randall's been saying that to me a lot. When it really boils down to it, we're just putting numbers in grids and having a lot of fun. I hope you're having fun too. I hope you're enjoying everything I'm releasing on the channel. Please feel free to reach out to me on Discord, email, comments, whatever. I've now got a Twitter account, details below, but all I'm really using that for is notifying you of when something interesting happens in the puzzle world. So far, I haven't had it long enough to use it for that, or when I'm releasing an unlisted video to one of the playlists like Race to 37 or my unpublished puzzle videos playlist. But if something else comes up, we'll see what happens. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you're having a good time. I know I am. And as always, good luck with your solving.